Well, it's about 10 past 11 on Saturday, 30 September 2017. And 49 years ago I was here to do my second part of my naval training. I haven't been back since, so it's amazing. Back at Chatham. And what we can do now, I've just been told it's about 45 minutes to go down to the what was HMS Pembroke on the dock road. So that's what I'll do. I turned right out of the station, and now, just to give you an idea, he said to me, walk down and as far as the town hall, you see the clock, and then you should be able to turn left into Dock Road. And this is what I remember actually. I think actually you used to walk to Pembroke in my uniform at one stage. So we're heading towards the town hall. 25 past 11, made it through the town centre, a lot of building work going on, and I said it's a fairly new bus station here. So I have found the town hall and the clock, and there we have it here. It says, behind that bus, can't show it to you, but that's Dock Road now. We're in Dock Road, just down there. So that's a fairly long walk now down here. Yeah, on our way now, and I can't remember anything of this. Apparently it's Fort Amherst. It's a place worth visiting. And I think this is on the right. So I might come back here. So here we go on the Dock Road, and there's some major demolition going on here. I just passed a local, and he thinks these were something to do with the army. Looks like it's all coming down. It's about 20 to 12, and definitely on the right road still. Well, it can't go wrong actually. And some other chap I was just passing, he thinks that was something to do with the army as well, that demolition. So we'll carry on a bit here. I think we've got to go straight down, because apparently this leads off to Gillingham, I think, on the right. So we'll go through the arch. Yeah. So I just been told that that was the Kitchener barracks or something that was coming down. The lady on the left, I couldn't go through that arch. Actually, that's a private bit of the dockyard. So she said that's not too far now. You just carry on, and then on the right will be what used to be HMS Pembroke, and this is now university. And they can go in, the public, to see all the dockyard things, like all the rope being made and everything. So carry on. Can't go wrong now. And that is the bit I was telling you about. That goes to Gillingham. And now this great big wall I was told about. You cannot go wrong. You follow the wall to HMS Pembroke Road, and that says here to the dockyard on the left. So, but on the right, I should show you HMS Pembroke's main gate. It says St George's Centre. I think that must be the name for the university. Anyway, we're very close to the main gate now. This is bringing back memories, but everything's changed. Everybody's in a hurry here, zooming by in their cars, places to go. I've never seen this busy. There's the gate, and I'd actually been to the same HMS St Vincent gate. I did that as well a couple of years ago, and then the gate remains there in Gosport, Hampshire. This is it. I'm glad they actually retain a bit of the old, structure. Used to be a guardsman here. There used to be must be the boxes there, where they would come out. So I'll go in there anyway. So the bus is going now. I'll probably get the bus back into town. Through the gate, and apparently buses are easy to get. Just have to go back where we came in that, near the main gate. Should be easy. So I don't know where I'm going now, but there used to be a massive swimming pool here. We used to have to go in there, maybe learn to swim and everything. I know there's a place called East Camp. That was where we had like the big huts and that, where we slept and had to keep clean. And I've heard that that's all been demolished, East Camp. So this is sort of ringing a bell. See what happens. They might have retained, it looks like they've retained maybe quite a few of the old buildings. It would be a shame if they've knocked them all down. They've got the gatehouse here, it says. Pembroke North. They've kept the name, you see, Pembroke North here. Faculty of Engineering and Science. And it says here wardroom. That's for the officers. So quite a bit of this. It used to be a sunken parade ground. I bet that on the left there is where we used to have to do the marching and everything. We'll see if that near there goes right down by the railings. Got a zebra crossing. Quite nice autumn leaves around everywhere. Fairly quiet, obviously Saturday, midday. This rings a bell. Definitely these steps here. Used to have the passing out parade, I think, pretty sure. Oh, maybe not. Let's have a look. I don't know. Yeah, you see in the distance up there. It looks a pretty open space there in the distance. I think that's where we did the marching. Yeah. And down on the right here, we used to have a little place where we eat, you know, after we'd done the day's instruction and that. We could have, I always remember we'd stop here and have a steak and kidney pie and something to eat and have a laugh, you know. So probably one of these buildings, this one's called Blake. Kept all the naval names here. It's lovely that the buildings seem the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the parade ground. Somewhere around here was that swimming pool. Probably been demolished. And it was when the passing out parade came. And I remember my mother and brother came down here on whenever it was, I don't know if it was a Sunday or something. Yep, I remember these steps. And we came to the passing out parade, and then after that you're sort of in the Navy for, you know, for real. I can't remember how many, it was 6 weeks training at Gosport, and then this was a longer course, 12 or 14 weeks I think. Here, and I think it was a new year, your first assignment, you know, shore establishment. I think that was in Portsmouth. Interesting. It says Nelson Block. Some of these names are definitely ringing a bell. There was, you know, as you go up on the right, they all had the different names. Ah, see, look, University Midway, Gymnasium. We definitely went to the gymnasium and was rubbish on the horse. Yeah, that is definitely the parade ground. And most of the building's still there. Right, I'll just sign off for a bit. About 20 past 12, and you see that's the parade ground out there. I've now come in this building, and of course, why is it called the Deep End? I was telling you about that swimming pool, and this is the old swimming pool. And it's a bit noisy inside. I've just got a half a cider in there. Because it's too noisy to say something. Basically, they've got all this Sky thing about talking about the football and everything that's coming up, you know, very loud. But it's a student bar and cafe, basically. And I'll show you. It's called the Deep End. Of course, it's called the Deep End. And there's the bar down there. It's got a nice drink, extra cold cider. But a great big screen. But anyway, they've got a viewing thing here, right? Well, just to prove this was a swimming pool, they've got a glass section. You can look down into what was the pool and some of the tiles, you know. That's the reflection above there, apparently. But so that's the idea. Anyway, you can that's where I probably learned to swim. Well, it's 12:30, and you can see that they've just ticked off the match Huddersfield versus Tottenham. I don't think I'll be staying to watch it, but I think I'll probably wander down to the dockyards. There's so much to see, but I'll probably just spend plenty of money, and there might be an old warship there, you know, in mothballs maybe. Looks like here they've retained, looks like to me, they're the changing cubicles, they've retained them, those light blue ones. And it's all vague now, I can't even remember what it was, but it looks like that would be a swimming pool sort of thing, wouldn't it? Cheers. Still 0-0, 10-1, and I'm going down, I think, to have a look at the dockyard. And in the intervening time, Tottenham have got 2 goals. Well, this is where we leave them. Harry Kane got one anyway. Goodbye swimming pool.